Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Ava Inspired. So today I would like to talk about MS. I really didn't talk about that a lot in my other videos, and I really wanted to put attention to it today because a lot of people have asked me what were my symptoms and how did I know? Well, it happened. I had symptoms way before 2017, but I was oblivious that that's what it was. I just thought I had issues. Like I was clumsy, very clumsy. I mean, I could walk fine, but I was clumsy. I would fall or I would trip. And it began to be a thing that people knew me, even in college, was like, dang, she's so clumsy. Ava, you so silly. But however, that was one issue. The other issue was the tingling in my hands and in my feet. That was a real issue for me because sometimes it would feel like pins and needles was sticking me in my hands, and that bothered me. But I still didn't know exactly what was going on. I just thought maybe I had carpal tunnel in my arm and my feet. I really couldn't explain that except to say maybe it was just something I was going through, something I stepped on and didn't realize it because, like I said, I was clumsy. So, well, still am, by the way. But anyway, so then I began to be off balance sometimes. When I was at work, I couldn't think clearly. I would be given a directive or a group of tasks that I needed to complete and have deadlines for. And I was working a forecast for major companies for their forecasting their profits. And at times it would be such a struggle to figure out the numbers, whereas before it was easier for me. And then it became like, what is going on? I didn't recognize any of it. And it made my work life harder. It made me stressed at work because I wasn't getting it done the way I should. And I began to doubt myself. So you can imagine that went on and on. Depression, what's going on with me? Don't know. MS wasn't even a thought in my head. So anyway, then I had problems with using a bathroom. I could go, but however, I couldn't control it like I used to. I never, when I say control it, I'm being really open about this, so you all bear with me. Um, there's been times I didn't make it. There were two times actually that I didn't make it to the bathroom, but thank God I was at home for one of them, and the other one I was right at the door, so I got out really quick. Um, that was an issue because that's never happened to me before. And so I was like, okay, wait a minute, what is going on? And then I had this thing that a lot of you who have MS can relate to. It feels like somebody is hugging your ribs. They call it the MS hug. I didn't know that at the time. I just couldn't figure out why it felt so tight in my ribs. And you can imagine if you don't know anything about MS and that is happening to you, you're like, what the hell is going on? So I went to my general practitioner and my internal medicine doctor, if you will, and she gave me. Oh, I forgot this part, you guys. I couldn't sleep. I still have problems with that. I could not sleep at all, and it was a problem for me because you have to have sleep to get up and be able to perform the next day. So I was beginning to feel like my low performance had to do with me not getting any sleep, which I'm sure it attributed to that, but there was something else going on. Because I could read the same paragraph in anything, any publishings I was reading, anything I was reading at work. I could read that paragraph 5 times and not comprehend it. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And some of you can relate. I would explain these issues to family and friends, and they didn't quite get it, and I'm not mad at them because they just didn't. I didn't know what was going on, but it was a struggle. And so the doctor prescribed me gabapentin. Oh, and here's another thing I was having, which is a major one with MS patients. I had anxiety and fatigue. I dreaded being called at work. If that phone rang or if someone sent me an email, I had so much anxiety about what was going to happen. Would they notice that I didn't finish by the deadline, or that what I read, I'm still reading it and they gave it to me an hour or two ago? I was so paranoid, and anxiety was in me at night. I would think about everything going on in my life. I would think about what's going to happen with me with the MS. Um, I was beginning to try to understand what would my life look like in just 2 years. Skip 5 or 10 years down the road. I'm looking at what is going to happen to me right now. What is going on? And what is this right now going to look like 2 years later? Well, it's 27. It was 2017. It's 2022, you guys, and I am doing great. I still have the issues, but I know how to deal with them. Am I still learning about this disease? Yes, I am. So I'm going to read to you because a lot of people, this is real quick, have asked what MS is. So I'm going to tell you what it is. And hopefully this will help you guys who don't know or want to know. And I should know this by heart, but I do not. So multiple sclerosis is potentially disabling disease of the brain and the spinal cord, your central nervous system. So in MS, the immune system attacks the protective sheath, which is called the myelin, that covers the nerve fibers and causes communication problems between your brain and the rest of your body. So that means like my brain will tell my hand to do one thing, but because the myelin sheath has worn away, my hand isn't getting that message. So when I go to do something with my hand, it doesn't work for the purpose that my brain told it to. Does that make sense? I hope so. Well, so that eventually the disease can cause permanent damage or deterioration of the nerves. So signs and symptoms of MS vary widely, which is true, and depend on the amount of nerve damage and which nerves are affected. So I have relapsing remitting MS, meaning I have problems on occasion. They come and go. So you may see me one day and you may be like, you look fine. There's nothing wrong with you. And then you may see me one day with a cane and I'm trying to make sure I don't fall over. But however, stress makes it worse. I try to stay stress-free, which is why I started Ava Inspired, because I want to inspire anyone that's going through it, because I know I am. For whatever reason, whether that's trying to handle relationships or handling this disease we have, I'm down for whatever with that. I can talk about that, really talk about that. I've said before in my videos, I've been married 3 years. I have 3 grown kids, and they're all awesome to me. My family is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without them. So, and I'm glad they love me. But however, this problem is real. This struggle is real. I don't know on any given day when I wake up, is it going to be a good day or a bad day in my body? I know that I make a conscious choice to choose happiness. I make a conscious choice to try to feel good. I make a conscious choice to choose to focus on what inspires me and what makes me happy. Now, does that always work? No, it doesn't. And most times it does, but as anybody's life, things come up. You worry about things going on with your family members or with some of my friends. They have their struggles too that have nothing to do with MS. But however, getting back to the story of the issues that I had, I got sent for a lot of tests. I had to take test after test after test. They were giving me EKGs. They thought I had... they thought I was diabetic, but my sugar levels came back fine. They were testing my blood for every kind of thing that could be wrong with me. They thought I had Lyme's disease. Thank God I don't have that. And I know some of you go, but you have MS. Yeah, I do, but I don't want Lyme's disease either. So, and then they thought I had lupus. And thank God I don't have that either. And shout out to those people who do, because I understand you dealing with some stuff too within your body. And it's not good, but we have to make a choice. Yes, we do, to try to stay in a good spirit about everything. Now, with me having relapse remitting MS, again, like I said, it comes and goes. But for some people, they have it's progressive, which means they might be crippled or their symptoms are much more extreme And my heart to you guys as well. We're in a struggle together, and I know some of us are worse than each other, but I just want you to know, with our support and encouragement, it's going to be okay to the best that it can be. And also, it's going to be okay because you chose it to be okay, regardless. I know we can't change our physical. Once things go so far in MS, it's not reversible. And I think you all should know that. And if you're family members to people who have who have MS or any type of disease, please be kind. I've talked to people and told them my situation and my symptoms. Excuse me, guys. And they've said to me, "Yeah, I have that too." Okay, but you don't have MS. And if you do have MS, or the symptoms, all the symptoms that I have, rather, then go get checked and tested for MS. They went through all these tests. Nothing came up to show what was going on. So finally, it was suggested by one of the doctors, which I'm glad he did. It was a terrible experience, but I'm glad I had it, was a spinal lumbar. And they drain a spinal tap. I forgot what it's called. If you guys know, you can write it in the comments to me. My family is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without them. So, and I'm glad they love me. But however, this problem is real. This struggle is real. I don't know on any given day when I wake up, is it going to be a good day or a bad day in my body? I know that I make a conscious choice to choose happiness. I make a conscious choice to try to feel good. I make a conscious choice to choose to focus on what inspires me and what makes me happy. Now, does that always work? No, it doesn't. And most times it does, but as anybody's life, things come up. You worry about things going on with your family members or with some of my friends. They have their struggles too that have nothing to do with MS. But however, getting back to the story of the issues that I had, I got sent for a lot of tests. I had to take test after test after test. They were giving me EKGs. They thought I had, they thought I was diabetic, but my sugar levels came back fine. They were testing my blood for every kind of thing that could be wrong with me. They thought I had Lyme's disease. Thank God I don't have that. And I know some of you go, but you have MS. Yeah, I do, but I don't want Lyme's disease either. So, and then they thought I had lupus. And thank God I don't have that either. And shout out to those people who do, because I understand you dealing with some stuff too within your body. And it's not good, but we have to make a choice. Yes, we do, to try to stay in a good spirit about everything. Now, with me having relapse remitting MS, again, like I said, it comes and goes. But for some people, they have it's progressive, which means they might be crippled or their symptoms are much more extreme. And my heart to you guys as well. We're in a struggle together. And I know some of us are worse than each other. But I just want you to know, with our support and encouragement, it's going to be okay to the best that it can be. And also, it's going to be okay because you chose it to be okay, regardless. I know we can't change our physical. Once things go so far in MS, it's not reversible. And I think you all should know that. And if you're family members to people who have who have MS or any type of disease, please be kind. I've talked to people and told them my situation and my symptoms. Excuse me, guys. And they've said to me, "Yeah, I have that too." Okay, but you don't have MS. And if you do have MS, or the symptoms, all the symptoms that I have, rather, then go get checked and tested for MS. They went through all these tests. Nothing came up to show what was going on. So finally, it was suggested by one of the doctors, which I'm glad he did. It was a terrible experience, but I'm glad I had it, was a spinal lumbar. And they drain a spinal tap. I forgot what it's called. If you guys know, you can write it in the comments. I forgot what it's called, but it's a spinal tap, I believe it is. And they drain fluid out of your spine to see if you actually have MS. Now, mind you, none of the information, is ever conclusive for MS. It's like it has to rule everything out before they can say that they believe that you have MS. And that's what happened. Test after test after test after test after test. And however, I'm here. It's very difficult trying to comprehend sometimes. And sometimes I feel just as smart as I used to be. And it's okay. You can talk to me and I get it. And we can converse. But other times, if I'm tired, which MS will do to us in a minute, it'll make you so tired that you're just like, why do I feel like I'm carrying weight aside my regular weight? But you will feel like you have so much on your shoulders and you'll feel like you're so weak. And unfortunately, that is a symptom of MS. I could go on and on. You guys, another symptom I have, you may have noticed on some of my videos and you may notice going forward, sometimes my voice cracks or shakes a little bit. Today is a better day. I'm not stuttering, thank goodness, and I'm not hesitating a whole lot in my voice. But however, there are times that I can barely speak good, and I don't go around my friends or they won't hear from me during that time, because that's another thing. If you're not talking well, I'm not trying to explain it because that makes you talk longer. So some more symptoms that I have also that I forgot to talk about was I have drop foot. Sometimes I walk and that my right foot has decided it ain't gonna pick up like the left foot did. Now, again, if you saw me walking, you probably wouldn't notice that. But if I have to go up a step or if I have to go down a step, my right foot sometimes decides that it's not gonna do that. It's just not. So I deal with that. So I looked on YouTube a long time ago for people that are in the struggle, and it's not enough on YouTube to explain what we go through. For some of us, like I said, I've been married 30 years, and there are times that the medication has made me feel like, no, I don't want any sex. It's not even a desire. And that can be hurtful to the person that you're with because they begin to think, okay, it's me. What's the problem? Is it somebody else or is it your medication? What's really going on? And I'm here to say, if you are a person with MS and you have a partner, husband, or whatever, please, if you are watching this, please understand that that is one of the symptoms that we have a low libido. That comes and goes too for me with relapsing, remitting. There are some days it's great, it's on fire, and there's some days I'm just like, not today. And that's a problem. But however, that can be worked through because there's so many things, and I can get into that later. I don't necessarily want to go real deep with that, but it can be okay. It can be okay because there's other things that you can do along with the regular thing that we do sexually, because you don't want to mess that up. That's for sure. But however, that is one of the issues, and along with depression. Depression is normal for a lot of people, but when you have the normal things in life that's tearing you apart, and then you have MS on top of that, that can make things extremely difficult. And I will say to all of you people who have family members or friends that have MS, please be kind. Because we don't want in the workplace for people to really know what's going on if you're working, because we don't want it to be used against us. But however, some of us have to work. Everyone isn't on disability, and everyone's not going to get disability that has MS. But however, it is something that is really an issue, trying to go to work every day, come home, process MS, try to hide your symptoms at work, and continue to be productive. So please be kind. And even in your family, those times where your family member or your friend is like, I can't do it today, I don't feel it. Give them a break because they're telling you the truth. They don't. And some days your mood is great, and some days your mood is not so great. But you don't stop caring and loving the people that you have around you. I thank God for the family that I have. My mom, my sons, my husband, my daughter, my sister, and some friends. Some friends still, if I mention, I may have told them several times that I have MS, and then they'll see me with a cane and go, "What's wrong with you?" And I'll say, "I'm having MS." "Oh yeah, that's right," and keep it moving. It's like it's dismissive. But, they can't do anything about it. I have gotten in my feelings about that in the past. And I said, you know what? You can't be mad at somebody who can't relate to what you're going through. But people, you can be sensitive to it without being insulting or dismissive. Anyway, so that is what I went through. And I still go through some of the things today. It is a struggle. It is a struggle. Um, 2017, 2022, life is good. Life is good. But there are some struggles, like I said before. Um, I forgot this one. I got so stressed out at work. One time, this was back in 2020, that I got what MS people can relate to as well. It's called optic neuritis. And I had it in my right eye. I could not see out of that eye very well at all. It was a cloud, like a gray area. I could see like a small dot of what things really look like, and the rest of it was gray, and it was terrible. That scared the crap out of me, and I had to take off work. I couldn't tell them that it was from MS. I got in trouble for it, but I can't see. And I did not want to let them know why I had it. They didn't understand it. And again, I didn't tell them I had MS. I had to stop working because there's so much that has happened to me while I was working, as well as just the hurt and the pain of just trying to get through every day dealing with these symptoms. So I will say to anyone that's out here that has MS, you really need to support other people that have it. And we really need to inspire each other that on the good days, celebrate those. Enjoy your life. Don't worry so much about what other people are thinking about what you have, because you know what it is. And we can't rely on other people to make us happy. You have to find joy in the little things. Me, myself, I love my cup of coffee in the morning. I know that might be a small thing for a lot of people, but I really look forward to my cup of coffee in the morning. I love it. With my whipped cream, this is me making it, and my stick of cinnamon. That gets me started in the day, and I love that, you guys. I really do. And if the sun is shining, that's everything. So if you don't know, for most people that have MS, if not all of them, one of the key components that we are missing is vitamin D. I live in the Midwest, so I don't get a lot of it because where I live, the sun shines in the summer, but we have a long winter. Our fall and winter is very long, and it's gray a lot. I would like to move. If you got information about North Carolina or Phoenix, Arizona, let me know. But however, I really do feel that you're going to have to find joy for yourself. Because if you're relying on other people to give you that, and that's in anything actually, it's just not going to work. You're going to be mad a lot. There's times my family, although supportive, don't have a clue. Like, Ma, why are you tired? And all three of my kids have said, well, Mom, why don't you go and start working out and you'll feel better and that'll get your energy up. That might be true to a point, But for me, I have problems in my knee. Yes, I can do things, and I need to really do more. But however, my neurologist did say if I do too much, that could work in reverse for someone like me. It could make me more tired, more exhaustive, more fatigued. So I have to do it slowly, and I have to do it methodically, if you will, exercise. And I have to choose things that won't overwork me. And that's tough because I would like to be more fit. And if anyone has any suggestions about that, please let me know. Please write it in the comments. Just let me know what you think and what advice you may have to give about it. But I am here on this journey, and this journey, I don't know where it's going to take me. I don't know how long I'll be in the state that I am. I hope and pray that it will not go in reverse from this point till the day I ride up out of here to the man upstairs. But I really, really appreciate everyone who has MS. And the reason why I appreciate you guys is because I'm not alone. I know for some of us, we wish that more people would be more sympathetic and more understanding, but we can't make them, right? All we can do is share our story and hope that people comprehend that. Me as a woman, if you are a female with a husband and he doesn't understand what's going on with you sexually, please, you're more than welcome to tell him, and you can be there too. We can have a conversation about it so that I can tell him, you're not alone. This is real. This is truly real. And hopefully if he sees this video, he won't need to do that. But I'm just saying the symptoms are real, you guys. And for all of those who have MS, I'm going to say it again. I appreciate you because it makes the struggle easier. And I find that talking about it and trying to inspire others to move forward in life without this big stigma of multiple sclerosis over my head, I don't think that's necessary for me to constantly think every day about it. However, I know whatever is going on with MS, I'll work around it the best that I can because I have chosen to not let MS define what I'm going to do every day and who I am. And if I can sit like I'm sitting now and talk about it and my leg is bothering me, then I'm overcoming MS. MS is not defining me because I'm still talking. I'm still spreading love, inspiration, despite what's going on in my body. And we have to do that, you guys. Not overwork yourself to the point where it's hurting you. But if you can still do something that inspires you or to fight back, be that warrior against MS to say, okay, you trying to tell me my hands ain't working. That's okay. If my right hand ain't working, I'm going to use my left hand. If my leg ain't working today as well as it should, I'm going to use a cane or a walker. Whatever it takes. Just don't let MS sit you down where you can't get up no more. Don't let MS sit you down that you can't be loving anymore. Don't let MS sit you down that you can't talk to somebody and relate to them about MS and be inspiring to them about how you are making it through this walk every single day. Don't let MS sit you down, people. Don't let it sit you down. And for the people that don't understand, I'm going to say again, be kind. You don't know what we're going through. You don't know what it's like. And if you can relate to every symptom that I had at one time in your life, that's fine. But have you had six or seven of them, or even more of them at a time in your body? Tell me that didn't come from an injury. Tell me that you've had that and it's not MS. I really want to hear you. Or some other disease. I really want to hear you because the struggle for MS is real for all of us who have it. And for some of us who are patient and kind, are the friends, the family members of the people who have MS, that you're trying to understand, you're dealing with this every day, and you're patient and kind. We love you and we appreciate you. I know I do on behalf of the person you dealing with. We need you. I don't know what my life is going to look like when I'm 70 or 80 and I'm walking around and I need help. I don't know what that's going to look like for me. I don't know if my family will be around or if I'll be around for that matter. I believe I will though. I have faith in that. But it's a journey I didn't choose to take. It chose me. But I chose happiness, not MS. I chose life, not MS. I choose happiness and peace and safety, not MS. And if with MS choosing me, I'm a warrior. I'm fighting like hell because MS is not going to define me. The struggle is real, y'all. The struggle is real. I hope you got something out of today. Please hit the subscribe button if you have, and subscribe. I want to talk. I want to talk about all this. It's great. Relationships and MS. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. Thank you so much. I've been inspired. Have a good one, everybody.